Hey guys, it's me, your boy, Locke, and recently, with my good mate, I went to see the new Joker movie, which has been through a lot of controversy recently, to the delight of CNN and news media outlets. Uh, Now, I'm honestly quite confused about all the controversy because the controversy is just doesn't apply to the film. Like, I watched it and I was just like, it's just a film about the Joker and how his mental health makes him, a bit crazy. Like, who would have guessed? Yes, it is a very intense film and it does have a very pessimistic view of society and mental health. But at the same time, it's to be expected from a DC film, much less a film of this caliber. Uh, but there's nothing actually bad about it. Like, I watched it. Um, Like, I didn't find anything bad about it, too negative. It was a great film. It was an amazing film. But for some reason, these media outlets seem to be picking these stupid things that they have found and saying, "Oh, this is why the film is bad." Now, I've got a few examples here that I managed to pick out from the CNN articles. Joker, the film about a marginalised clown who goes on a killing rampage, is facing a wave of criticism that it glorifies a killer and could encourage copycat attacks. What? Can this be said about any film? Can this be said about John Wick? It could be said about Kill Bill. It could be said about the fucking Avengers. What is this? It's basically saying you shouldn't show killing on TV because someone might copy it. It's it's idiotic. Joker, the film about a marginalised clown who goes on a killing rampage, is forcing a wave of criticism. No, the only criticism it's getting, CNN, is from you and other media outlets trying to get clicks. It glorifies the killer and could encourage copycat attacks. No. First of all, the film wouldn't have done that. Like, the Joker has existed for over half a century now, well past the 1950s. Like, this movie won't suddenly shine a light on the Joker and be like, they'll and have suddenly have copycats like that. It's just so stupid. Well, anyway, here's the next one. The true appeal of the new Joker movie lies in its invidious validation of the white male resentment that helped bring President Trump to power. So what? There's literally nothing that could relate to President Trump in this movie. It's actually quite a socialist in the film. It's like, oh, screw the rich. It's like very pessimistic about how the poor and the working class are treated. It's an incredibly socialist film. It's saying about how it got President Trump to power. Well, it's saying that it's got the same validation of white male resentment that helped bring President Trump. There isn't even anything to do with race or gender. The Joker just happened to be mentally ill. This is just propaganda to get clicks and views from angry fucking people. Which is why I didn't click on it. I'm just looking at screenshots from like the article and stuff. But Jesus. Oh, this one's the worst one so far. Rock and Roll Part 2, a song by convicted child sex offender Gary Glitter, plays for about 2 minutes as the actor who plays the Joker dances down a flight of stairs. CNN is now trying to criticise the movie for having a song that was sung by a questionable person. Let that sink in. Like, the Joker isn't even the only film that has this song. But plenty of other Hollywood films have Rock and Roll Part 2. But the Joker is the only one that's getting criticised for it because, well, fuck your Joker, I guess. it's just insane. Like, I can't believe that CNN is trying to do this. First, it's trying to say that there could be copycat attacks because it's like a movie, which makes no sense. Then it's saying that it validates white male resentment, No, it doesn't. There's nothing to do with race or gender. It just happens to be a white man who's mentally ill, and it's trying to criticize the movie for having a sung by a sex offender. Okay, first of all, I'm sure the movie isn't validating the fact that he's a sex offender by playing his movie. It's just a really good song. It's an amazing song. If if a movie like Iron Man played AC/DC, would that be validating fucking drug use? Because AC/DC just fucking took a shit ton of drugs. Same can be said about Queen and other notorious rock bands. It's stupid. But just saying that song was banging in that movie. This film was actually amazing. And CNN seems to be taking any chance they get. And whilst I was doing research, I found Siobhan Head, who had a rather interesting take. She said, "What's interesting is CNN is owned by Warner Brothers, who also owns DC. There's a chance we're all being baited by outrage marketing for clicks and ticket sales for the same company, profiting off both Streisand effects and people's fear of mass shootings," which is quite an amazing theory because it could actually be possible. Because CNN and DC are actually owned by the same company. So the fact that the CNN is actually criticising the Joker film so hard could actually lead to Warner Brothers getting major profits from both companies. I mean, it's a smart business decision, but it pisses me off to no end. CNN is attacking the Joker film for clicks and outrage marketing for, and God knows what reason. There was something about incels attacking, which me and my friend quite found funny when we went to watch the film. So we both came in our leather jackets. We both came in leather jackets, and we were cosplaying the incels that would shoot up the theatre. Honestly, it's just such a stupid thing to think. There was nothing incel related. The only incel thing was that he got rejected by a girl, but it wasn't even a rejection. He just hallucinated having a relationship with this woman. That's the only incel thing. There was nothing to do with gender or race for that matter. So I don't know why CNN's going on about that. It's just completely biased reporting, which is why I like to read the BBC, but let's not get into that. CNN has just been going downhill, sort of like the Young Turks, and CNN just needs to fix up because this is clearly just biased reporting, and it's just the state of media now. Yeah, it's quite saddening, knowing that it will only get worse from here, as outrage culture and cancel culture just increases, because this will only get worse. Reports like this will only get worse to cancel films and boycott stuff that is not seen as morally right or questionable. It's actually quite depressing, which is quite sad. Here's another tweet saying, "Isn't CNN owned by AT&T and Warner Group, which also made the movie? Is this reverse psychology to sell more tickets? Probably. It probably is." Definitely made me and my friend get tickets and our matching incel leather jackets. I don't think I had anything else on this whole debacle. It's completely unwarranted, all of this outrage towards the Joker movie. Me and my friend watched it. We both loved it. It was amazing. The actor, I won't attempt to say his name because I'm a bit stupid with pronunciation, but his portrayal of the Joker was amazing. He really portrayed his struggle with mental illness really, really well, and his acting was on top. The directing was amazing. The filming was great. Honestly, people, if you haven't watched the film, you need to watch it because that film was fucking amazing. That's the end of this video. I was just giving my 2 cents on this issue, and I'll see you in the next video. Lock out.